the songwriting of Foo Fighters, one of the things I get the impression from you is melody. It's what a lot of bands, even within the same kind of thing as, they might be filed under where Foo Fighters are in the record shop, whatever, they forget about melody sometimes. I get the impression melody is one of the most important things. And also lyrics that people can access.
Yeah. Well, melody, that's a Beatles thing. It's from when I was a little kid, my first records that I really loved were Beatles records.
Yeah.
And so I just always thought it was really interesting, almost like a puzzle that you can kind of see in your head, where you'd have a chord structure or just basic, like the instrumental piece of a song, and how a vocal would rise above it and weave within it to create a catchy melody. And so from the time I was like 9 years old, I would think about that, like Rubik's Cube shit. Like, God, how does he do that? And then meeting Kurt and being in Nirvana, he was the master of doing that. And so hearing him come up with a song like, I don't know, Old Age or Lounge Act, or some of the songs that didn't get really popular, Dumb is a good example. It's a really simple chord structure with a really simple vocal line that seems familiar, but you've never heard it before. And you hear it once and it's stuck in your head. And that to me became the challenge, because when you're an angry young punk,
yeah,
you just want to make fucking noise. You just step on a distortion and scream your balls off. But that gets easy after a while.
Yeah.
That to me is the easy part.
But you're an angry young punk, but you were also into Motown, into ABBA, into disco. You like all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's more the Beatles than it was. Say, I know you went to the Jackson 5 when you were a little kid at some state fair. You don't even remember it. But I do know that later on, then you went to Monsters of Rock, Metallica, and all those too.
Yeah.
Is there any one thing, or is it just really the Beatles? It was the record you listened to at home?
Well, no. I mean, to me, I think I just gravitated towards things that sounded real and sounded, inspired. Not just like, boring, things that really made an impression, which is why I fell in love with punk rock, or which is why I fell in love with Sgt. Pepper's, or same thing with Houses of the Holy, like those are pieces of music that really stand above others and make an impression. And I don't know. I've never really been, I don't believe in guilty pleasures, I believe you should be able to like what you like. If you like a fucking Kesha song, listen to fucking Kesha.
Yeah, right, exactly.